What I see is a lot of people having pictures taken of them in odd and very unfortunate clothing and whatnot, which the reason why I look at it like that is because of the fact that there's a lot of people that unfortunately, are in one circumstance or another. They might be rushing off to the hospital because they have had, a family member that's been injured or is ill. And it's very disturbing that people would actually want to take pictures of anybody in that aspect. I mean, like people that are going to church and being judged for how they're dressing in church versus the fact that they're actually going to church.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was some of it was kind of funny, but at the end of the day, it's like almost adult bullying. I mean, people are the butt of everybody's jokes on there, and unfortunately it hurts some people's feelings.
Well, I never go to sites like that because I'm not really interested in small-minded people. I mean, no matter where you live, there are, good and bad people and good and bad culture. So, Lorain, is probably because it was a working class town and a steel mill town, and now we're evolving into something else, I guess. So, it's easy fodder, I guess, for some people to make fun of that.
It doesn't necessarily offend me. I mean, I do feel bad for the people that are put on there. However, I just think that people are always looking for the next best thing. I think that it's so uncommon nowadays for people to make fun of everybody.
I thought that people should have a better aspect or avenue to look at. Maybe they should look at people being helped. Maybe they should look at people that are, doing good in the community. Instead of always finding something bad about Lorain, they should actually look at bettering Lorain or look at bettering the people around them. If they don't like what someone's wearing, they shouldn't judge them. Maybe they should try to help them. Maybe they don't know their situation or their circumstance.
And unfortunately, we're going through this stuff with the kids. We're teaching our kids not to pick on other kids in school and to be mean and so on and so forth, but yet we have a bunch of adults that are doing it on this site as well as the Walmart site and everything else. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Well, evidently it's become a problem, and especially with younger people. I think there's more, you read about stories where young kids are pressured into, back when I was young, you didn't have that, where you said something and somebody could put it online and go viral. So, now you have that issue where it's like worse, because then these poor young people, if they feel inadequate or made to feel inadequate, they might commit suicide or do terrible things. So that it's gotten worse, I think, with online bullying.
Depending on the circumstances as well. Like, I'm sure everybody gets caught. We all get caught in crazy situations and have horrible pictures taken of us. So I guess it depends on the situation. Sometimes maybe somebody was doing something crazy or just was having a bad day, and next thing you know, they're on the website. You know what I mean?
It's really bad when people feel the need to pick on people that have problems and it's out of their control. You really need to. What can be done about that is hard to say. I mean, people have to be held accountable for their own actions, basically.
And unfortunately, like you said, if somebody is mentally handicapped and gets stuck on there, what do you do? And everything is anonymous. Everything's the butt of everybody's jokes nowadays. So I don't agree with it. I have seen it. I'm not gonna lie. I have chuckled at it. I'm not gonna, but on the same token, what do you do? How do you take it off of there?
We have a right to free speech, but we should also have a right to some morality in what we say and what we do. We should actually look at, trying to make things better, not making things worse. Why target people? Why speak about things that are bad? Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you do something positive in your community? I actually personally, I coach and I donate my time in Lorain, donate my time in Avon to help people. I'm trying to make a difference. I'm trying to help people, and they come from every circumstance. And sometimes you find there's women that are involved in my program that the reason why they're there is because they have an abusive spouse, or the reason why they're there is because something very bad, they were molested as a child and they don't want to be a victim. you know, people don't know your circumstance.
And of course, Lorain is the creatures of Lorain. I mean, we get a bad enough rap as is sometimes over certain things, and the next thing you know, this thing pops up. I don't know.